Hi everybody, how are you all doing? I hope you're having a good weekend so far. So today is Sunday the 30th of March 2014 and we are back with Arrow's character spotlight video, and this week it is none other than Helena Bertinelli herself, the Huntress, who first appeared on Arrow in season 1, and she's basically out for revenge for her dad, Frank Bertinelli. She's the daughter of a crime boss, basically, and we find out that she has realised that her dad was behind the killing of her fiance, and so she's basically hell-bent on revenge, on, you know, killing him, not necessarily bringing him to justice. She's going to kill him. And if you haven't watched this week's Arrow titled Birds of Prey, again, avoid spoilers, because I will be mentioning spoilers in this video as well, as well as my review that I've already done earlier this week. So what do we know about the character Huntress? Well, that depends on which version you go with, okay, because there's there's multiple versions. The version that we've got on Arrow, as I say, her name is Helena Bertinelli. She's the daughter of a crime boss, Frank, and she's, you know, as I say, she's travelled parts of the world to track down her father. He's been arrested a number of times. So this is Arrow's version, okay? But it's based on another comic book version, okay? And you've got one comic book version which was created in the late 80s, sort of like 1989, and she was known as Helena Bertinelli as well, daughter of a crime boss as well. Became a member of Birds of Prey, even moonlighted as Batgirl once as well, and has also been a member of the Justice League, but because of her behaviour and her tendency to do things, you know, not according to League terms, she's been thrown off the League a number of times as well. The other version that we've got is the Earth 2 version, and she's actually Helena Wayne, daughter of both Bruce Wayne and Catwoman, Selina Kyle, in Earth 2. So when she comes to, you know, Earth 1, as we'll call it, she changes her name to Helena Bertinelli, but that's going off the New 52 version. In the old pre-New 52, when she did arrive to Earth 1, she was still known as Helena Wayne, but put on the persona as the Huntress as well. Whereas in Earth 2, she was known as Robin. She was Batman's sidekick as Robin. She's best friends with Power Girl Karen Starr on Earth 2 as well, and I think there's one more version as well, which is also loosely based off Helena Wayne. And if you've seen this TV series titled Birds of Prey, as you can see there, this was loosely based off the Earth 2 version of Helena Wayne. Here she's known as Helena Kyle. We've got a very young Dinah Lance, and also Batgirl herself, aka Oracle, because it even follows the where she was left wheelchair bound by the Joker. It actually says it on the back as well, which is awesome. That's that universe there, which also features Harley Quinn and Alfred as well. He's like overseeing all three of them in their lovely little apartment, as it were. But seriously, you know, you should definitely watch this. It's really pretty good. I know it only lasted one season. It was 13 episodes, but it is really good. So yeah, so those are the different variations of Huntress, or Helena, as you would want to call it. But focusing on Arrow's version, obviously, she's played by Jessica DeGale, and I know when she was first introduced, a lot of people didn't like her, and a lot of people still don't like her. I don't know if it's Jessica herself or just the Huntress, the character herself. Some have actually said it's Jessica that they don't actually like. I don't have a problem with Jessica. I think she's really good as the Huntress. She's doing quite well as far as I'm concerned. When she's first introduced in the series, you know, Oliver finds out who she is and starts to get a liking to her, because she understands his position. You know, he's hiding his secret. he doesn't know who else to tell, and this is the first person in some ways that he's able to actually have a conversation about his secret and his trials and tribulations of what he's been through to keep his secret and everything, and the time on the island. So even Helena feels that feeling towards him as well. Then we find out that she is pretty much a stone cold killer, but then again, so was Oliver. Diggle warns him off of her, but Oliver doesn't listen. When eventually Oliver finds out what she's doing in Starling City and what she's up to, Oliver then tries to stop her. Doesn't work. Then when she returns again later on in season 1, again to exact revenge on her dad, Oliver eventually stops her, but she's promised that she will return for him, and that's where we come back into season 2. And again, as I say, she's back for revenge, and eventually her father is killed, but not by her, and she wasn't happy about that. She was very, very disappointed about that it wasn't her that killed her dad, which is quite strange. But overall, I think the character has got a lot more. I mean, the development hasn't been too bad. I still think there's a lot more that they can give her in terms of storylines. I'm hoping we'll see her again in season 3. I still think that hopefully she'll come around, or Oliver can talk her around to joining his team. He has already done in the past. She hasn't wanted to be a part of it or anything as well. So whether or not, say in season 3 or any seasons after that we do see Helena back, and this time fighting more for justice as opposed to hell-bent on revenge. Well, now that her dad is actually dead, she hasn't really got anything else to fight for. So it's a question of, can she eventually return? I know that she has said that she's lost her way, that it's too late for her to be saved, kind of thing. But I still think that for me, I think she can, not a case of being saved, but redeem herself in some sense. Even though she didn't kill her father herself, she should have some sort of sense of more normality eventually put back into her as such. But we'll see. As I say, it'll be interesting to see exactly how it all comes about. But anyway, just to quickly mention about the comic side of things, obviously, as I say, you've got Helena Bertinelli, Helena Wayne. Bertinelli being created in 1989, Helena Wayne was created in 1977 by Paul Levitz, and he's the guy who also wrote the 6-part mini-series of Huntress in the New 52, which then carried over into World's Finest, featuring Huntress and Power Girl. So that was pretty good, an introduction there, where we all thought she was actually Helena Bertinelli. It was actually Helena Wayne from Earth 2, but she just happened to be in this Earth fighting crime as Huntress, aka Helena Bertinelli. So she had to change her name, take on a new persona. So that was the interesting transition right there. At present, her and Power Girl are they've met Superman and Batman, and it's in both Huntress, Power Girl, World's Finest, and also Batman, Superman. If you read those two together, there's a first contact sort of crossover occurring within those two comics. That's pretty good as well. So I think that's about it. So I'm going to leave it there. So I think the show's back next week, obviously next Wednesday, with Deathstroke. Oh, can't wait, looking forward to that. So yeah, another Arrow character spotlight will take place next weekend, and as always, find out who I'll be talking about then. Alright, thank you very much, see you very soon. Bye.